Good morning, friend. Last time we were chatting, I think we talked a little bit about seasons, and that's something that's just been sitting with me a lot. That rhythm of life: fall, winter, spring, summer, fall. People use a lot of other analogies for life. I've heard a lot of people recently use war analogies or sports analogies, which often use words about defeating or winning. This idea that we need a positive outcome, and that positive outcome is the defeat of somebody else. Like I asked somebody the other day, "How's it going?" And they said, "Oh, it's a battlefield out there." It's a weird analogy. The idea that us versus something else. I don't know if it's us versus anything. Maybe we're all in this together. What a crazy thought that would be. Today we're watching the African Animals Watering Hole. It's in Laikipia County, Kenya. I probably said that wrong. But it looks like there's two, I'm going to say they're antelopes. I could be wrong. I don't know my African animals as well as I should be. But they're just bedded down in the grass. One's cleaning themselves. But they're keeping their heads on a swivel, alert for probably any sort of predator coming in. And I think when people talk about war or us versus them sort of life analogies, it's this idea that I'm going to be eaten if I don't eat somebody else first. I think that comes from us not recognizing that we're a part of a whole. That us humans and this planet and the animals, we're part of something bigger. We're part of something larger than ourselves. So much so that our life is just a small blip in it. And sometimes we don't want to believe that because we want it to be meaningful, or we want it to be big or large. But here's the crazy thing, is that it's both. Our life, in the mix of the story of the world and people, is infinitely small, yet infinitely big. And that sounds like a paradox, because it is. What I learned recently is that the idea of a paradox is two things that seem to be opposite working together. And this idea that your life is infinitely meaningful and also that you're infinitely small is two ideas that are both symbiotic. They aren't warring against each other. This idea that you have to put your neighbor down or beat out your counterpart to win. If we become obsessed with that, I think it's a manifestation of us not realizing or seeing how big everything is, and that we're so focused on this one little thing. Like, you are already part of one of the biggest, most beautiful things in the world. I hope you can remember that today. I'm glad you're here. I'll catch you tomorrow. I love you.